Oh, hey there.
Oh god, no.
I have some things that I want to confess.
Translation, Onision makes a video about bullshitting with everybody and not really getting into the bottom of, the whole situation that he's in.
The intro to this topic says I'm supposed to talk about the importance of confessing because people who don't never grow.
I think I should start off by saying, no shit. But, more importantly, you just confessing means jack shit if you're not actually going to commit to try to be better. For you to, as you put it, grow. You have to try to be better than who you were before. Not continue the same behavior over and over again.
Like, for instance, if person A is dating person B, and person C is told by person B that you were not to sleep with person A, but person A told person B and communicated back and forth that it was in fact okay to sleep with person C, and person C doesn't tell person A that person B said, hey, you can't sleep with this person, it's important to actually confess to that other person that you weren't supposed to sleep with them because they don't know, and you wind up cheating on person B with person A.
My brain hurts!
That's why I like to tell people when I do stuff, or am wanting to do stuff.
Yes, Onision, we all know that you like talking about your life. And we all know how much trouble that has gotten you in the past. Especially when you lie about people.
So I'm supposed to talk about my dad lying to the ex-girlfriend, being caught in a lie.
Okay, I'm now really convinced that when it comes to people, asking him to talk about shit, it's just him, and nobody at this point really gives a fuck. I mean, seriously. Nobody wants to hear about how you have daddy issues. Time and time again. So get fucked, you fucking pansy.
And them only confessing when they were caught and cornered. This is what separates, the liar from the truth teller. There are people who say things, like, hey, I'll be there at 6 o'clock, and you're not there at 6 o'clock. That's not a liar. That's a person who didn't actually follow through with the plans they made because they didn't at the moment know that they wouldn't be able to make it.
Now, we'll say on occasion I've been mad at people for, not meeting, a certain timeline or deadline when it comes to, let's say, a scheduled event. But at the same time, I can't fully blame them for missing a deadline or, let's say, a sort of social interaction. I mean, sometimes they take into account, which I'm pretty sure you don't, because, let's face it, you have your head so far up your ass that I'm pretty sure you'd be seeing your guts. Sometimes shit happens. There may be a point where something out of the blue happens in their schedule and they have to confront it. That's called life. Something that unfortunately you don't understand.
People with an IQ of 90 could probably comprehend that concept. No, a lie is something that you say, that you know for a fact, when you say it, that it's untrue. And that's why I say, I'm honest, because I literally think about telling the truth all the time in the moment I'm telling the truth, and I don't ever go, that's a lie, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay, simple question. Does anybody know what a pathological liar is? For those who don't know, that's somebody who lies so often that they actually believe the lies that they're telling themselves, in the sense where it is perceived as truth in their eyes. Onision is one such case where, for the most part, and considering that, the internet knows him for what he is, has told him a constant lie. Told himself that he is the most honest individual, that he is without wrong, that everybody else is against him. And at this point, he has kept telling himself this lie over and over again to the point where he actually believes it. I'm sorry, but your truth is not true, Onision.
But no, I did catch my father once in a lie because I had just beaten him up and went to juvenile hall for the weekend. They let me out Monday without charges or anything like that because I guess my dad didn't press charges. It doesn't really look good when your son's in jail, especially a guy who cares about his reputation that much.
Or maybe the reason he didn't press charges is because, well, you're his son, and maybe in some weird way he actually cares about you. Maybe not at this point, considering all the defaming you've done against him. You ungrateful fuck.
Anyway, when I got home from juvenile hall, I think I had a bracelet on my ankle. My father went through my journal, he went through my computer files, you know, and I looked through the last day they were opened, and I was in juvenile hall when they were opened, these files. So I confronted him. I said, "Father, did you access my computer files?" My father, with his stupid blue eyes and his pointy nose, he responds with, no, I didn't. And I'm like, well, Father, I have access to the files and the history of when they were last opened. And they were opened when I was away, so it had to have been you or your...
So I'm going to go ahead and, say this. I know some people will disagree with me. When it comes down to it, especially with your dad, and I would assume, I'm only giving my opinions on this, to assume that maybe he was just caring, or at least showed some concern about you and your well-being and what you're doing, looked at your computer because he's a concerned parent. They're allowed to fucking do that. I'm sure many of other people's parents did that. My parents did. They cared about everything I did. They made sure I didn't go down the wrong path. Unfortunately, due to lack of parenting, I'm assuming it just goes to show what path you took. Another thing I want to kind of play with as an idea, and this is, again, just my opinion, but if, let's say his dad was the violent type, and Groomin Onion was showing this kind of disrespect, not just to him, but to his wife, if he was the violent type, I'm pretty sure Groomin would probably be in the hospital. Once again, I have to point out, for the love of God, do not incite violence towards this little shit stain. He is not worth your time. Let people like myself and many other YouTubers that do videos on him call him out for his bullshit. Thank you.
Her name is Debbie. I fantasized when I was younger about constantly. That's a whole other can of worms, but, one of the most honest YouTubers here.
You dirty, stuck-up, sadistic, shit-eating, cock-sucking, butt-fucking, penis-smelling, crotch-grabbing, ball-licking, semen-drinking, dog-raping, Nazi-loving, child-touching, cow-humping, perverted, spineless, heartless, mindless, dickless, testicle-choking, urine-gargling, jerk-offing, horse-face, sheep-fondling, toilet-kissing, self-centered, feces-puking, dildo-shoving, snot-spitting, crab-gathering, big nose, monkey-slapping, bastard-screwing, bean-shitting, fart-knocking, sack-busting, splooge-tasting, bear-blowing, head-swallowing, bitch-snatching, hand-jobbing, donkey-caressing, mucus-spewing, anal-plugging, hole-grabbing, uncircumcised, sewer-sipping, whoremongering, piss-swimming, midget-munching, douchebag, home-biting, carnivorous, mail-order prostituting asshole!
And this is what's hilarious about people, like human beings. We're in such denial, of what other human beings are into. Like, everyone wants to call each other names. They want to say, like, you're an freak. Then you actually look at the search history of the majority of men, grown men in this country, and you find out we're all disgusting.
I'm sure a lot of people have their vices, but ultimately, a lot of them, and I mean a lot of them, wouldn't go out of their way to make videos rating underage girls or sharing pornography to minors. I'm sorry. As well as trying to get your, 1 centimeter chode wet for every teenager you try to bring into your own household.
Oh shit! Burn! Burn!
So we're supposed to forgive people when they confess, so they can know they can come to you and be honest with you without punishment. And I've been both ways. Like, there was this girl that I dated, and she said that while we were broken up, she slept with some dude. Like, we were broken up like a week or something. She said she slept with some dude, but he had
Okay, fuck this, I'm done.
and I'm just like, that's fine, we weren't together. I forgive you.
So I'm going to make this quick because I don't want to spend any more time than I need to when it comes to this particular video. When you give a confession, that usually means you are confessing to actions that you yourself have caused. You going over things that other people do or did in the past isn't a confession. It's you trying to make yourself look better than the other people. How is someone to actually grow from that? What, to blame everyone else but yourself when it comes to everything that happens? I'm sorry, no, that's not how the world works. When you fail, you learn from your mistakes, you try to grow, you adapt, you become better. You don't make the same mistakes over and over again. But somehow Anit-Onision, somebody like yourself, keeps making those mistakes. You keep doing the same thing. You, for some reason, refuse to learn. And you have only yourself to blame.
I bid you farewell and good luck, morons.
Alright, so this is the end of the video, and for those who were able to reach it to the very end, thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys have anything you would like to add, leave it in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. For those who've been, following me and play video games, please check out some of the gameplay that I've been, producing. With a lot of the games I've been playing, it's been really, really fun. Like right now, as you guys can see in the background, is the finale for Dragon's Dogma on the Switch. So please, go check out some of the games I've been playing. With that being said, though, this is Rob of Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.